Today I want to be talking to you about something that I refer to as fatal attractions. Fatal attractions. Now, it's important for us to know that it is not everything that is good to you that is good for you. It's not everything that looks good to you that is good for you. The word fatal actually comes from the Latin word fatum, meaning deadly. So when we talk of something that is fatal, we are talking about something that is dangerous, something that is lethal, something that is harmful, something that can ruin you, something that can kill you. And the word attraction refers to something that you find enticing, something that you find appealing, something you find irresistible, something to which you are drawn. When you put together these two words, fatal attraction, what we are talking about is something deadly, something dangerous, something harmful, something ruinous, which you find attractive, which you find charming, which you find irresistible, something to which you are drawn. That is a fatal attraction. As the saying goes, it's not all that glitters that is gold. It's not all that glitters that is gold. You can actually have a glittering grenade which can explode right in your face and kill you. So it's not all that glitters that is gold. Now, in the book of Genesis, chapter 2, verse 16, God gives the first man, Adam, a very simple and plain and ambiguous commandment. And he says to the man, you are free to eat from any tree of the garden except the one tree, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. If you eat of that tree, on the day that you eat of it, you will surely die. Plain, simple, easy to understand commandment given to the first man, Adam. You move over to the book of Genesis chapter 3. If you read from verses 1 to 7. So Eve gives this serpent access to her life. She gives the serpent audience. She entertains the serpent, and the serpent is talking to Eve, and he starts by planting doubt in Eve by asking the question, did God really say you must not eat from any tree in the garden? Eve is granting the serpent audience. And then they continue with their discussion, which, by the way, is the first satanic conversation recorded in the Bible. I don't know the kind of conversations that you are having with the people that you've given access to your life. If those conversations are ungodly, they may very well be satanic. As satanic as this conversation that took place between Eve and the serpent. The serpent says to Eve, no, you will not surely die. In other words, the serpent was saying to the woman, no. You see, God lied to you. The reality, the fact of the matter is, if you eat of this fruit, you are not going to die. In fact, there will be benefits. Are you not being attracted to the wrong person? Are you not being attracted to wrong things? Are you not being attracted to dangerous things? Learn from Eve. So, after hearing all this from the serpent, Eve makes a sinful decision. She makes a sinful decision. The sinful decision that she makes is that I'm going to have this fruit. So she decides in her mind, I'm going to have this fruit. Not only does she make the decision, she acts on her decision by taking the fruit. Not only does she take the fruit, but she goes on to eat the fruit. Not only does she eat the fruit, but she goes on to give some of the fruit to her husband who was with her. And the husband goes on to eat the fruit. When Eve ate this fruit, what she was seeing was a juicy fruit. By the way, there are some people who say, oh, she ate a forbidden apple. No. The Bible does not tell us what kind of fruit she ate. We don't know whether it was a banana, whether it was an orange or an apple. All we know is that it was forbidden. So Eve did the forbidden. She did something that she was not supposed to do. Now, are you not doing something that you shouldn't be doing? She did something that she was not supposed to do. So you see, Eve, as a result of eating this fruit, as a result of this fatal attraction, she ate the fruit into pain and suffering. Because the consequence of doing that which God said she shouldn't do was that God greatly increased her pains in childbearing and said, with pain you give birth to children. It's called a fatal attraction. God, in verse 17 of Genesis chapter 3, turns to Adam and he says to him, because you listened to your wife. Now, I need to help my male listeners and viewers here. God was not saying husbands should not listen to their wives. But he was saying, if you listen to your wife when your wife is telling you something that is contrary to my word, then there will be consequences. So God says to Adam, because you listened to your wife and ate from the tree about which I commanded you, you must not of it. Cursed is the ground because of you. Through painful toil, you eat of it all the days of your life. It will produce thorns and thistles for you, and you eat the plants of the field. So you see that by eating that fruit, Adam ate himself into toil, painful toil. It was not just toil, but painful toil. It's called a fatal attraction. There are some things that look innocent, some things that look charming, some things that look irresistible, some things that we desire. Yet these things are dangerous. If you allow yourself to be attracted to these things, you are being fatally attracted. So to you, my viewers, to you, my listeners, I want to encourage you to help yourself by moving away from any fatal attraction, because it is not everything that looks good to you that is good for you. I pray that you have a discerning heart and that you keep away from fatal attractions. God bless.